Norm Vroman happens to be the elected and re-elected Libertarian District Attorney, the guy who decides whether to prosecute or not prosecute. I give you, in Mendocino County, in his office, Norm Vroman. It's getting impossible. I remember 30 years ago carrying a gun with me on a plane, flying down to Florida because I didn't know what kind of neighborhood I was going to be sleeping in that night. And it was no problem. I put the gun in my pocket, got on the plane, got off the plane. Oh, maybe it was more than 30 years. It might have been.
Probably 40 years ago.
Probably 40 years. I'm getting older. And it wasn't a problem. But it seems ever since they've made it a problem, it's getting harder and harder to fly. Do you think this is going to be bad for gun owners? Just this whole terrorist thing?
If you just take a look at the legislation, there seems to be a concerted effort to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. Now they're just doing it in little nibbles here and there, but the end result is the same. Every day you wake up and you got another law that says, well, you can't do this or you can't do that. But the fallacy of the whole situation is only law-abiding citizens obey the law. And the crooks don't care how many laws there are about guns. They've got them and they're going to use them. In fact, they're very happy to see more gun laws because that means it makes their job easier. Because the law-abiding citizen is going to be unarmed and going to be prey for them.
What can you and Sheriff Craven do when they come down with another stupid federal law on guns? Do you ignore it? Do you put conditions on the enforcement of it in your county? What practically can you do as district attorney?
Well, it's not just the feds. The state comes down to the laws too. But the thing that most people don't understand is that the district attorney of each county is the one that decides what laws get enforced and what ones don't. Because we have to set priorities. We can't prosecute everybody for every crime that's broken, every law that's broken. So priorities are set by your local district attorneys. And of course, the DA in the criminal justice system is the most powerful person, and because I decide, I get a report across my desk, I end up being the judge, the jury, the defense attorney, the probation department, everything, by saying, well, we're going to file this or we're not going to file it. So if it doesn't get filed...
Well, there you had Norm Vroman, the elected Libertarian District Attorney of Mendocino County. And we didn't even have to recruit him, people. He just looked at what the Republicans are doing, looked at what the Democrats are doing, and said, my God, this country's in bad shape. I'm going to be a Libertarian. And he registered himself that way, ran, got elected DA, and then re-elected DA. And I think he could probably stay as DA as long as he wants to. In his county, he issues medical marijuana cards for those who have medical need to use marijuana. So the police don't waste their time busting people who are using marijuana for medical purposes. That's what a Libertarian in office can do when you're district attorney.
That I lost all my awareness. I lost my ability to reason. I lost my ability to question anything. More and more, I could only do exactly what I was told to do with no ability to hope anymore that there was some place in the world where people didn't hurt each other. Not only was my whole environment saturated with this abuse, but I couldn't even think anymore to hope.